Thank you, Warg, for the subscription. Wow, 14 months. Have I really been an affiliate that long? Hi, Mike. Just getting microphones and stuff set up here. Okay. Now let's see if this works. It wasn't working earlier. Wait. Oh. My webcams and stuff are being weird. Where they stop showing up for whatever reason. So, hopefully we're going to be completing Lady G's board repair today. And I don't find another thing wrong with it. But you know how that is. No, that didn't work. So, Sharpie time. Sharpie's not covering it up. There we go. If you're wondering, I'm removing a address label from a box. Not that it's that hard to find my address, but there. Yeah, I don't know why it'll blink on briefly and then shut off. That's really weird. And it just started doing it. And no, I have not updated to 2.6.1 or whatever that evidently breaks everything. And you'll have to tell me how close the audio is to the video, because I've been playing around with delays. But I got a box. I got a big box. Inside said box, bunch of electronics goodies. For today, this is the most important one. You can't really read it, but it says N-channel MOSFET on it. Where are they? Squeeze me? Baking powder? Well, they're in there. They're just hiding. But I also got things like, I've got chips. Let me find the one that I already... Did I already open one? Yeah, I already opened one. Logic ICs. This in particular is a quad NOR gate. So a... What is that? An LN... Or sorry, these are SN 7402. They're like an LN, but they have different voltage ratings when they're the SNs. But I got NOR gates, I got AND gates, I got OR gates, I got XOR gates, I got NAND gates, and some tension relieving. What is it? A tension relief sheet. But those weren't for any project in particular. Those are just because it's useful to have them, and I needed to make a bigger order than just the $2 for these. Because it was going to be $7 in shipping just for these. I think the only one I'm missing is the X-Nor. But how often do you use an exclusive non-inverting OR gate? Or is it an exclusive inverting OR? I forget what an X-Nor is. It's one that you don't use very often. Okay. So. Tiny chips are tiny. Well, I shouldn't call this a chip. This isn't a chip. This is a transistor. Well, before we do anything, let's make Spoon uncomfortable if he's even here. And let's see if we are still getting the signal. 1x, do I have this guy on 1x for the probe? Yep, okay. What was it? Was it that guy? Yeah, I think it was that guy. Okay, yeah, we still got a good signal. Let's roll you down to about there. So yeah, we still got a good signal on the board, so the board is still functional. I didn't break anything by letting it sit. And my oscilloscope is in proper working order. Now comes the fun part. Micro soldering. Well, let me make sure on this guy. That I ordered the correct one. Because I'd hate to blow up chips. We are looking for the 2N7002 ET 7G. Oh, and you can't see. Free game from Epic. Might as well get it. Mauser's search has been broken lately. MOSFET. N channel, 1 channel. Who are these? Oh, come on. So. Their search system has been broke lately, and it's been pissing me off. Okay, I need the ET series, but I need the 7G, not the 1G. Good morning, Lady G. Well, that's good. Okay. Give me a moment. Wink. Didn't want you to see my address and stuff. Although Lady G already knows it, so. Gate source drain. Yep, that's the order they're in. So this, I did order the correct one. That's okay. Spoon found it out in a Google search, so you could probably find me on Google pretty easily. But it's because I had my real name on my Steam profile and didn't even realize it. So he went to my Steam profile, got my real name, and then Googled me, and of course I'm the only one in Arizona, so... It's not that hard to find me on the internet, truthfully. Okay, do I want to try to solder this with the soldering iron, or do I want to try it with the heat gun? I think with the heat gun, I'm going to blow that diode off again, or possibly one of the resistors or the capacitors. Soldering iron it is. Because this thing is really, really tiny. I'm sure if I tried hard enough, I could find at least what city he lived in, but I can't be bothered. Because I'm not a stalker. But you sent him stuff, so you have a legitimate reason to have his address. Microfiche. Okay. Ah. Which solder do I want to use? I'll use this solder because it's here. Oh. Forgot to set up my solder fan to blow the solder away from me. Hello, uncreative automation. I missed something here. Yes, uncreative. What this is it's the control. So what ended up happening is this little this little MOSFET here that drives the motor went bad. So the motor was on full speed all the time. And by that going bad, it actually took out this op amp here, which they used to create the PWM signal for the motor. So I replaced the op amp the other day, not knowing that the transistor was bad. And the transistor finally came in stock, or, you know, after I ordered it, it got delivered. So now I'm replacing the transistor, or the MOSFET. I keep calling it a transistor. It's a MOSFET because we're dealing with higher currents. But it's all surface mount, so it's fun to solder. Now, I do have a surface mount rework station off in the corner over there. But I'm afraid with that I might blow some of the other components clean off the board. So instead, I'm doing micro soldering with a soldering iron, which is always a joy. Okay. When I have a bigger shop, Mike, because right now I literally this corner is all I have. Because you can't see her, but my daughter is asleep over there in her bed. So this used to be my inner sanctum, and then my daughter needed her own room. So they frown upon that here, Mike. That, and I don't think my wife would let me sell my kids. You didn't hear that, but I just heard my wife from the living room. No, you're not selling one of the kids. Okay. So we do that. Okay, so I should be getting a nice signal there. Okay, I'm getting a nice signal going in, but now I need to invert that because we're switching the oh, that's why I wasn't getting anything on the output. It's because I had the switch off. Hang on, guys. My wife needs a key off my key ring if I can find it. Okay, so I need to... We're switching the negative, so I need to switch my probe ground from the negative wire, negative connect. Before I short things out, let me unplug that. See, and I learned how to crochet for my grandmother, but I haven't done it in years. I know it's like riding a bike, you never forget, but I haven't done it in years. I was more of the counter cross-stitch guy. That wire is off of there. Let's tack it over onto here. Now that wire is not part of the original design. That is just me making it so I have a decent trigger point. To test this. So what I've done is I've moved that to the positive because that MOSFET is switching the negative rail. So now if I test this, why am I getting constant on? Trigger level. Go. So I'm still getting the good clean signal there, but why am I... Okay. Let's check something. Did I put that diode in backwards? My wireless mic just went crazy. And I dropped it. I may have put a diode in backwards. Hot air gun time. Okay. Let me see if since I don't have to worry about moving that recentering that transistor a little bit more. Okay. So that's how I had the diode. I may have because I accidentally blew that diode off earlier in this endeavor, and I may have installed that thing backwards. Okay. Let's see about flipping that diode around. Because this diode looks like it's doing more than clamping the voltage like I thought for back EMF. This looks like it's actually being used to control that output. Hey, there we go. Guess what, Lady G? I fixed it. So yeah, I fixed it. I'll have to clean up all the flux residue off of it, but yeah, and then get it back in the mail to you. But yeah. I installed the diode backwards, but ooh. Board's warm from using the hot air. I don't know if it'll be any better than the original, because I don't know what MOSFET he originally used. I just used an ST. But yeah. Again, I don't know what I kind of think I know what happened to the transistor, though. So, what essentially happened is on the motor with an inductive load like that, basically the coil windings inside the motor, when you turn it off, it can do what's called a back EMF spike, where it reverses the polarity of the wiring briefly. And it took out this MOSFET. And when it took out that MOSFET, it took out this op amp. And when it took those two out, it locked that on full speed, basically. So, fun times. Okay, I can see if I've got some Lady G before I send it out. I might. I just don't know if I got any small ones for motors. I think all the ones I've got right now are big ones for the big spade terminals. But I can look, and I can put some on there, solder some on there before I send it back to you. And that wiring right there is a good length. Yeah, you can send me the link. And before you ask, no, I don't brush my teeth with this toothbrush. Now, I don't know whose toothbrush this is. It showed up on my desk one day. Yeah, I don't know if they are, Mike. Because my kids have been sneezing a lot lately. And I woke up this morning with stuffed up sinuses, so I may have caught whatever the kids had. But it's just runny noses and sneezing a lot, so I know it's not COVID because, hey, those aren't any of the symptoms of that. Okay. Honestly, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know if I have any DIY kits to assemble right now. I'm kind of short on those at the moment. But let's see what Lady G posted. Okay, yeah, I don't have any that small right now, Lady G, but I know where to get some, and I will get some terminals and make sure that they're on there before I ship it back to you. We could always continue on my circuit board design for my analog synth that I've been doing. But yeah, so that, let me put, I'm going to put that board back in the envelope Lady G sent it to me in, so I know where her address is to ship it back to her.